agree.
Hell's Bells, Lee, when I first started going to Raider games, I thought that was like our song. They always play it when it's a third down or
Right.
when
No, they do that in every stadium.
Exactly. Yeah, I was so let down when I heard
bell ringing happened down at Qualcomm. Yeah, that's kind of a song.
It just doesn't feel the same as the Raiders. Totally get it though. Whenever you hear those bells ring and you're in some kind of combat sport or in football, yeah, it gets the blood flowing.
Prince Nassim Hamed.
He's number one.
Any Kamozi's Here Comes the Hot Stepper. You like his entrance. You were into all of those entrances. Between 94 and 98, Prince Nassim Hamed was one of the most loved and loathed fighters in the world until he ran into Eric Morales. It was Marco Antonio Barrera, yeah. That was he came in on the magic carpet that night.
I'm thinking the magic carpet one. I'm thinking the Thriller. I think he fought on Halloween one time. He had the whole cemetery set up, dancers. Yeah, he entertained. And then he knocked the guy out 90% of the time when he got in the ring. He was one of the hardest hitting featherweights at that time. A lot of people thought, I won a lot of money on that Barrera fight. There was a lot of people that thought Prince Nassim was going to stop.
I had money on.
Too good of a boxer. That's all that happened inside that ring. The jab.
I remember everything about the fight, about being there and who I was with. It was an exciting night. That's back when boxing was exciting in Vegas. You remember that, Andrew, when you just had to go to Vegas for every fight because they were all great?
No, I wasn't actually. No, Lee, I'm not in Vegas at that time.
No,
2001.
I get that.
Yeah.
You're still
buddy. Whatever, buddy.
You're still in high school based on
2001 is when I started going, right? My first fight is, I believe, Mosley De La Hoya, the rematch.
Yeah. Okay. Mickey Ward. He picks Mickey Ward's Whitesnake. Here I go again. I have no idea. With no help from promoters or TV companies, Irish Mickey Ward had to do everything the hard way. In 2000, Ward fought a title bout against Liverpool's Shea Neary, forever immortalized in the Hollywood movie The Fighter. The scene shows Mark Wahlberg as Mickey walking out to the ring to the tune Here I Go Again. Okay.
This guy's got to be honest. This is the only reason why he knows of that walkout. It's because of that movie. He can't tell me he remembered that when it happened. Bullshit.
I agree. Chris Eubank. Tina Turner's the best. Now, this might sound... you know what? I kind of agreed with this one because I do remember Chris Eubank coming out to Tina Turner's the best. It's so far out there that it actually works. Say what you will about Chris Eubanks, but it can't be denied that he's one of the greatest boxers ever to come out of the shores. I agree. His nickname was Simply, so he came out to Simply the Best by Tina Turner. I don't have a problem with that.
Chris Eubank, respect him as a fighter, great fighter.
Any of his entrances?
No, not any of his entrances, and I kind of getting annoyed of him as a promoter for his son. Chris Eubank Jr. Lee won last night, 10th round TKO, 10th or 11th. I didn't watch the fight. It was on pay-per-view. Didn't care to stream it. Little upset with the whole Eubank team right now, how they're constantly doing Twitter wars or social media wars with...
They're building up following.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm over it.
Template.
I'm over it until they actually sign the paper to fight one of these champs, because they're actually the nobodies. And they hella act like they're the somebodies. But we'll see what their ratings did here in America in a few days, if there was any at all. So no, a little annoyed by him at where he is right now, but yeah, he was a good fighter back in the day. Do not remember his walk-ins.
Mike Tyson again makes the list. This time with DMX. What's my name? I actually remember this. That's tight. Everything
legend.
Mike Tyson did was badass.
Everything DMX did for a certain point was badass until they got to him, Lee. The same people that got to Oscar De La Hoya that night, DMX claims they got to him.
All right, so here's a little known... I like this because this guy brought it up, and it's so Muhammad Ali that I didn't even know this fact. So in 1977, when Ali fought Ernie Shaver, do you know what his walkout music was?
No, sir.
The Star Wars theme.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah,
How is that not
that's
the greatest
badass.
of all time? That is badass. And of course, Arturo Gatti makes the list with Thunderstruck. Yeah, of course.
Yep, sold out crowds. And
Personally, I think Costa Zeus should be on the list for having Pink Floyd's, but that's just me. Special K Brooks, Kanye West, all of the lights was their final one. Of course, this list leaned predominantly towards English fighters since it's an English blog.
Well, and you know what, Lee? They're a lot better at intros than American fights. That's one thing we noticed right away.
Joshua even has a very strong entrance to the ring, in my opinion.
One, they'll have about 80,000 people at some of these fights that you're mentioning. They're at Wembley, and they're actually sold out. Not in America, where half the crowd's black. The whole upper tier is not even being shown. So, and it's only a 20,000 seat venue. So yeah, it takes away from the event, or let's just say it adds to the event when you have 80 plus, 70 something plus thousand people singing the damn song that you're walking out to.
I agree. Look, back in the day, Arturo Gatti with the Thunderstruck, that's strong.
And he used to have a sold-out crowd. You know, it wouldn't be 80,000, but Atlantic City does what, 17? And HBO would put that camera back. Lights are everywhere. Everyone's jumping around singing, knowing Arturo Gatti put his heart in that ring every time. You knew, even if he didn't win, you're going to see a hell of a fight. And that's why I think he sold out Atlantic City like over 10 times. He has the most views of any professional boxer on HBO.
There you go. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that does it. Do you want to put in a Super Bowl pick?
Wait. Chris Eubank won this week. We already mentioned that. Felix Verdejo made a comeback this weekly. I didn't watch the fight. That's why I didn't want to talk about it. I heard he didn't look too good. He also got hurt late in the fight, in the 10th round. But, you know, it's his first fight since the motorcycle accident, so we'll see how he does on his second one. What they're saying is going to have what I'm disappointed are is reports are coming out that he is going to take his mandatory title shot against the winner of I know it's the undefeated Terry Flanagan. I don't know who Flanagan. I forget who Flanagan's going up against. It's a fighter, Lee. If you can look that up real fast. What I don't like about this, Lee, is say he does his mandatory title shot. They're going to give him one fight in between that. Then they're going to give him what looks to be Flanagan over in the UK. None of this adds up to Top Rank turning him into a superstar this year. So it really looks like if they go down this path with Verdejo that they gave us after last night's victory, we're not going to see Verdejo in a big pay-per-view showdown with any of Top Rank's stablemate until 2018.
There you go.
And then on a PBC note, Luis Collazo will get another shot at one of the PBC upper fighters. He won on Thursday night by a very impressive knockout. But it reminded me, Lee, of when Andre Berto knocked out Victor Ortiz. It was like everyone was like, oh, my God, that was knockout of the year. Then he gets another shot, loses, and we forget about him again. It's the PBC way. He got a big win. Look for Al Heyman to probably put him in the ring with one of the PBC guys he hasn't fought yet, like maybe a Sean Porter, who I think, and I didn't mean for this to be attached, who I think is in negotiations with Andre Berto right now. So it's just the PBC way.
There you go. And finally, since it is Super Bowl Sunday, 10 o'clock West Coast time, make your pick.
I got 0-6 and I got 3-2, Lee. Come on now.
That's all you care about.
Yes.
You just care about. So you're going to. I'm guessing you're going to a party to watch the game.
I might go to my sister's. I think the brother, the sister, my family, we're all going to get together. Nothing big. We have too many damn kids. It'll be a packed house just with the babies.
Yeah, that happens. I don't like. You know what? I've gotten to the point where I don't like to be anywhere that would actually disturb from me watching the final game. So all you have are numbers for the game. You don't even have.
Oh, I think Atlanta takes this one. I'm not going for New England. I hate New England.
So you're just strictly going on the I can't stand New England.
A little bit of that, yeah. But I think Atlanta's offense, way too much. Lee, I play these guys all the time on my Madden 2017. I can't beat them. I cannot beat them. They got a lot of offensive playmakers on that team. So I'm looking for. I'm not looking at the wideouts. I'm thinking more of the running backs and the tight ends is what Matt Ryan's going to use to pull out a victory over here on Tom Brady and the Belichick. Listen. What they're saying, Lee, is the referees that the NFL put in this game, they called the least calls this year. So, and then they say in the Super Bowl, you don't really get a lot of penalties because the NFL don't like to see a lot of yellow flags on the biggest day of the year. So I'm looking for New England to use that as advantage. You know, they're a bunch of cheating fucks over there. They're going to do a lot of holding on the wideouts. The Matt Ryan and the Falcons, they must be prepared for this and throw somewhere in the middle on the linebackers because they've got two good running backs and a solid tight end. You got to get the ball to these guys and pull this game out and then just try to outscore Tom Brady, whom they haven't really put too many points on the board this year. So hopefully I'm looking at it like a 31-24 type victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
That's a very nice pick. Now I will give everybody the one. So if you're listening to this, or I manage to get this show out before the game, it's possible. I'm going to tell you exactly what the bet is. You're going to take the Atlanta Falcons straight up at plus 150, and you're going to take the overs.
Lee, do you? Oh, man. Damn,
I
thought you were going to say under. We would have had the same pick if you said, Lee, it's 85, isn't it?
It's not 85.
Dude, you better look at the over.
What are you talking about?
What is it then? You tell me. It's like one of the biggest overs they ever had.
No.
Look, just Google Las Vegas odds. It'll be right there.
It will be no higher than 60
70?
Points.
Oh, no, it's higher than that. I told you it's the biggest ever.
Well then, yeah, you're taking the unders.
Man, that's what I'm hoping. Oh, you're right.
No, it's 59.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. You're right.
And it was 58 during the week. You're making me believe that shit. Like, they're not scoring 40 points.
That's what I know. That's what I said.
No. During the week, it was 58. Who
told me?
When I first got on it, it was 58. The spread's 3 points, so you're going to have to do the 3.5 thing if you're playing anything. I'm just telling you, take Atlanta straight up, parlayed with the overs. 60 points? That's a cakewalk. They're going to score 60 points. They are. They just are. They just are. There's no doubt in my mind.
You're looking at what? 30?
31, 34, 37, 34, somewhere. 31, 37. It's 20. It's going to be like a 34, 28 game.
Even 28. Yeah, even two. Yeah.
It's going to be one of those. They're going over 60. Okay, you're talking about two teams that on average score right around that 27, 28 point marker. And to win this, somebody's got to go a couple points bigger. So you take Atlanta straight up.
It's all about the ref crew, man. Hey, look, I heard one guy say, say that the refs are going to take 14 points off of the board at the end of this game.
No. I'll tell you what the legit, in my opinion, the legit conspiracy is. I think the NFL is embarrassed because of Deflategate and Brady taking the first part of the season off. If there's any kind of fix, it's on the referees not giving calls to the Patriots.
I don't know. They've always been in the favorite of the Patriots league.
Because those are very uncomfortable.
That's Donald Trump's team.
No, listen, Goodell had to keep answering questions all week about Deflategate.
And you heard he's all pissed off about all the questions about the Raiders? I heard all the owners are mad at Mark Davis for blowing up the Las Vegas deal the week of the Super Bowl. Dummy. He's so stupid.
He didn't really blow it up.
He blew it up, Lee. As of right now, there is no stadium. And the fact that they're fucking talking about the Fertitta brothers, come on, these guys are just more casino owners. The NFL already said, we don't want Sheldon Adelson because he's a casino owner. So why are you bringing out stories besides the fact that you want stupid Raider fans to click onto your website that you would say, oh, the Fertitta brothers could step in and give them the money? No, they can't. No, they can't. The NFL does not want to link towards casino owners, period.
There you go.
Yeah.
Fine job.
Sorry, had to get that out.
It's all right.
Now Goodell's mad again. See how I switched